Hey guys, what's up? It's Chrono9TCG here with my Invoke SHADDOLL deck profile for February 2020, and this would be for the new structure deck variant. So let's go ahead and talk about one of the most hyped decks of the current format. So because it is an Invoke variant of SHADDOLLs as well, we are playing 3 Alistairs. He will search out your invocation, which will allow you to fuse from hand. And also, if you're going to be doing it for an Invoke monster, it'll be through hand, field, graveyard, and your opponent's graveyard. Great card, does a lot, and still one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards to this day. For the SHADDOLLs, we're playing 2 Wendy and 1 Ariel. This would be for the new monsters of the structure deck. The reason why I'm playing 2 Wendy's is because I want to see it, but I don't want to draw too many of them. She will let you on flip special summon a SHADDOLL monster from deck in face down defense mode, and that's actually really strong of an effect for this type of deck because they're all flip effects for the most part. As for Ariel, she will let you on flip revive a banished SHADDOLL monster, which you will get to for cross shape combos, and she will also, once she's sent to grave by card effect, you can banish 3 cards from your opponent's graveyard, and that's really strong. Moving on, we are playing for the old SHADDOLL cards. 3 Squamatas. Just does a lot, lets you send any SHADDOLL card to graveyard, which will trigger them obviously, unless it's a spell card or trap card, but either way, SHADDOLL card to graveyard. Very strong. Really good effect. And he's also a man-eater bug. We're playing 2 Beast for the draw power, and he's a 2200 body, and it's mostly for the draw power, honestly speaking. Then we're playing 1 Hedgehog. Sorry, my apologies, 2 Hedgehogs, there we go. I want to see him, but not all the time. I might consider cutting him down to 1. I have some kind of other ideas going on with this deck, but for right now, 2 is still working out, so until I get more testing, playing 2 Hedgehogs. 1 Falco and 1 Dragon for the last 2 of the SHADDOLL monsters. Considering cutting out Falco and throwing in a second Dragon, back row removal is actually really strong against Altergeist and Guru and just a lot of decks, so that might be more of a priority than a revive from graveyard, as Falco does. For the next engine we play, we are playing the Perform Mage engine, which is going to be 1 Damage Juggler, 1 Trick Clown, and 1 Hat Tricker. I don't like that people run more than 1 Damage Juggler. It's great. I just feel like if I'm playing the Invoke variant, I don't want to play more. You can even cut out Hat Tricker. Is a great card, but again, if you don't have 2 monsters on board, he does nothing. He's also an Earth, which is kind of awkward for this variant, because again, Invoke is going to be primarily light, fire, dark, wind, and we don't really play the Earth or Water guy. I am playing 2 Ash Blossoms, so I've been testing with the Gamma package, and I just don't personally like it. I have been testing Ghost Ogre, and I like Ghost Ogre a lot. It's just that I want to try to make my deck 40 cards and not 42. So unfortunately, I just feel like Ash was the most versatile. Even now, she might not do everything you need for her to do, but she stops a lot of plays still, and a well-timed Ash can win you the game. So for the field, we're still playing the 1 Terraforming and the 3 Meltdowns. People keep forgetting that on the activation of my fusion cards, that's when you have to do all the responses. On the summon of the monsters, my chain links are free to do whatever they need to do, and you can't interrupt them. And a lot of people think like, oh, I'll do chain link 1, 2, 3. Oh, let me chain link 4. No, you have to wait for my chains to resolve, and then do whatever you need to. And that's really strong in a fusion-based deck. Now for the plethora of fusion cards we're playing: 3 SHADDOLL fusions, 3 SHADDOLL fusions, 2 invocations, and 2 super polys. There is a lot of fusion cards in this deck, and it's because you're playing so many fusions. You're playing 10 fusions in the extra deck for my list. And super poly breaks boards, invocation searchable, SHADDOLL fusion quick play, and then normal SHADDOLL fusion special summon if your opponent has an extra monster. you can just use materials from your deck, and that's so absurdly strong. I am playing 2 Call by the Grave still. You need to make sure your opponent doesn't interrupt your plays, or you could interrupt their plays, and that's really strong. So as I mentioned, I am playing 2 Cosmics. The reason why is you can't afford to lose to Mystic Mind. This deck has one big issue, and that's that if you get Mystic Mind, you have 0 outs in the main deck. And I feel like in an Altergeist, a Guru, a sub, whatever kind of variants, even Salad, you want to make sure you can stop certain plays from hindering your plays. And I think Cosmic is kind of mandatory. If anything, you can swap these 2 for a 2 Ogres, which is what I was doing before, but just having the ability to pop back row was a lot stronger and more versatile for me. 1 Foolish for the last spell, and then 1 SHADDOLL Incarnation, just because it's basically a it's basically a Call of the Haunted that doesn't equip, and it is also a banish with another SHADDOLL monster to flip one of your SHADDOLL monsters. Really strong, really good, really happy with that. And that is my main deck. It is 40 cards, trying to keep it at 40. I feel like anything more is potentially bricky. But like I said, if you want to throw in Gammas, if you want to take away the 2 Cosmics and the 2 Ashes, that's what I've most frequently been seeing. I just value Ash and I just value Cosmics more. For the Fusion lineup, we are playing 2 Constructs, 2 Winda, and 1 Apkalano? Apkalano? I still can't pronounce it correctly. This is perfectly fine. I think this ratio is great for the SHADDOLLs. I don't miss having more, and I don't feel like I need the 3 Construct that people are always like, well, do you need the 3rd one? It's like, no, this is fine. My plays will normally just require 1 if I'm going first, and if I'm going second, the second one might come up, but not very frequently. But if anything, I kind of wish I could bump this up to 2. This is just a really fantastic SHADDOLL card, and it's really easy to make, honestly. So, moving on from there, we are playing the Invokes as well, as I mentioned. So we're playing 1 Makaba, 1 Purgatrio, 1 Raijin, 1 Caliga. And this is where, most of the time, this is where it's going to end. But now I also play 1 Elysium. So the reason why I'm playing the Elysium is for the Super Poly, for 1. And also just because it's a strong card in the current format. It is a target itself. Banish everything on your opponent's side of the board that is any type, assuming you're targeting him. If you're targeting one of these cards in the graveyard, like Dark, Wind, Fire, Light, all those cards in your opponent's field get banished. Because he counts as every type, well, every attribute I should say, summon him, banish, pop him, banish your entire opponent's board. Really strong. No one expects it. Everyone goes, what does he do? And I'm like, it's a better version of Dark Hole. Well, I should say Raigeki, not Dark Hole. I keep my stuff. For the links, I play 1 Almirage, 1 Secure Gardener, 1 Cross Sheep, 1 Alistair Meltdown, and 1 OTK Boy. The reason I'm not playing that Gravity guy is because it just never came up for me. I feel like most of my plays worked fine with Almirage, honestly. I didn't really miss that card, or I didn't need it per se. I feel like if I had him on board, he just stood on board, and I was like, what do I do with him now? So I was fine with these 5. I didn't want any more links. If you really want to do anything, you can cut out the Elysium. That will give you some more space in here. Even the Raijin is something you can cut out if you really want to. It comes up, but not as frequently as I would like for him to. Let's go ahead and talk about the side deck just really quickly, because this is going to be very depending on your locals or the meta. 3 Nibiru, I don't like combo decks. 1 Prankatops, if I know for a fact I'm going second, I'm going to put him in. And that's it for the monsters, not that many. For the back row mover, we're playing 2 Twin Twisters, because I don't want to play 3, I feel like 2 is fine. We are playing 2 Dark Ruler No Mores. I don't want to draw more than that, even though this could be a potential win card. I still need a follow-up with Dark Ruler, otherwise it does not much. 2 Mind Controls again, if I know I'm going second. Primarily this deck does want to go first for my variant. It can go second perfectly fine to OTK. It's just that I like 40 cards. Otherwise, these will be main decked. The third Super Poly, in case I know I'm going against like a mirror match or a dark oriented deck, or just something where I can make an Invoke monster pretty easily and then Super Poly them into Elysium. But yeah, it's the third one. 3 evenly matched because Spiral, Altergeist, Guru, essentially anything. Just break their board, and 1 red reboot just to make sure everything should be good. That would be it for my Invoke SHADDOLL deck profile. I hope you guys liked the deck, and I hope you guys, give me your opinion in the comment section down below what you think about this deck, and if you've been playing it, how's it been doing for you? But yeah guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and take care.